Okay, I've tried this 2 times now. I'm using notes because I get angry and then I go on a rampage and get off what the video is supposed to be about. So forgive my notes. After my notes are gone, then I'll go on my rampage. But right now I'd like to say this video is for my fellow Californians. I was born in California, have lived here all my life, which is 50 years now. It'll be 51 in December. So I've seen a lot of politics here. I've seen a lot of governors. Our governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, is term limited out, so we're having a new governor really soon. And my question, not to have you answer to me, but have it question to yourself, because I already know the answer, is if a CEO of a company has a lot of money, would they take that money that they've got from the company and spend it to help their employees get a higher standard of living and maybe more happy and better stuff in their surroundings in their employment? Usually not. I don't think so. I have not seen it in all the companies I've worked for, and I've worked for a lot of big companies. So, I'm not following my notes. But anyways, okay. Do you think a CEO, that's the question, cares about the people in their company when they have extra money to spend? Or would they prefer to give it in bonuses and buy themselves yachts, or perhaps use it for their ego to spend $100 million plus to become queen of a state, queen of a state, rule a state, because it's all ego for these people. We know that. They're not trying to be governor because they really want to help people. Anyway, I'm not following my notes. See, I get on I get on this thing, and then I start talking, and I gotta follow my notes, so sorry. Anyways, I did all that CEO stuff to satisfy their ego now. But if I had over $100 million, I would not be spending it to try and get myself into queen or kingship. In my case, it might be queenship, since I'm gay. No, I'm a macho gay. Anyways, I would not be spending $100 million of my dollars to buy an election so that I could say, I own California. I don't know what to do with it, but I own it. I've never been in politics, and I have no really ideas, but I own California. And okay, I would not do that. No. And neither would her competitor, because her competitor, as far as I know, has not been a CEO and has not been a big rich person that's only out for themselves. Her competitor has been in politics for ever since I've been alive. When I was a little baby, it was Edmund G. Brown Jr. Moonbeam, Governor Moonbeam. I loved him. He used to drive his cars around the racetrack. I thought that was so cool when I was a kid, but he was very young then. He's learned so much in the 40 years since I was like 10 when he was governor, maybe 15, 35 or 40 years. He's been so many things. Right now he's the Attorney General of our state. And I'm getting off message again. Spend $100 million. I pretty much said everything I want. I just say some people want to buy the election so that they have more worshipers. They think if they're rich, they got money. Why give it to people who really need it when we can buy stuff? Buy an election. It's $100 million plus this crazy person is spending that has no experience in politics at all. Nothing. And apparently she didn't do so good in her company. I mean, you can talk about that however you want, but there is an argument there that she wasn't so good of a CEO or whatever she did. She got lucky and she screwed that up, or else she probably would still be there having her employees worship her to death. I don't need these anymore because I'm on my rant now. So, how come we even think about letting these people try and make themselves kings and queens by purchasing an election? If you cannot run on what you've done, then how come people would vote for you to run on the amount of money you're spending? And if you were really had experience and needed to spend that amount of money because you have proof that that you know what you're doing, then I could understand that. But this is not the case. This is not the case at all. And people seem to be voting in California with the ads. And somebody who is trying to buy an election, queenship to a state, is going to put ads out every half hour on the TV because they got the money. They would rather spend the money than help poor people on the street or help needy people or give to charity. They would rather spend the money on their ego. So I forgot what I'm saying, but you all get the point. Why would we vote for a queen to own California when we can actually vote for somebody that has actually been there, did it, and has made mistakes, and possibly, not even possibly, for sure, because I've been here for 50 years, for sure he has learned from those mistakes. And for sure he's a good person, and for sure he's not spending $100 million plus because to be king of California, because he doesn't even have that money. And when he's offered, like the governor mansion when he was Governor Moonbeam back in the 70s, I think it was, or late 60s, he refused to take the giant mansion that Ronald Reagan spent millions to build. He refused to live in it. He lived in an apartment in Sacramento instead of that humongous mansion. And when he was mayor of Oakland, across the bay from me here in San Francisco, he did not live in a fancy upscale place. He chose to live where the people are. He did not live in the rich part of Oakland. Now, I just dare you to say that the person who wants to be queen of California and rule it so that she can have all these worshipers around her, I dare you to say that she has done that with her money. I dare you. Tell me. Tell me what she has done to put herself onto a level where the people are. If you can tell me and prove it, I'll apologize right to you on video. but you have to prove it. And I have studied this. Believe you me, I have studied it. So, go ahead and try. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Edmund G. Brown for governor. Jerry Brown. He's great. I love him. Bye.